Next guest sees a blowout holiday shopping season ahead with deal days like Black Friday set to play a bigger role this year. Naveen Jaggi is America's president of retail advisory services at JLL. Naveen, great to have you with us.
Good to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
We were just talking about online shopping, but you think consumers are going to go back to the stores in droves?
The consumer has been continuing to go back to the store in droves. We are a society that likes to shop at the store. We had a little blip in 2020 and 2021, but I think all the numbers have shown now for the last 3 years, when we're given a chance to go and have a positive retail experience with retailers that give us a positive experience in the store, we're going to shop in the store. We still, for the most part, like to shop at the grocery store in person. That won't change. I don't think it's going to change for the near future. And so to me, I'm a big bettor when it comes to the brick and mortar retail component of our industry.
What sorts of stores are giving the consumer a great experience in the store?
Well, at the moment, as your guests have spoken about Walmart, I think Walmart has nailed it on the head. They continue to find ways to keep people coming into the store for their daily goods and their daily needs. I think Target, which one of your speakers spoke about, is one that they're not so pleased with. I'm still a believer at the end of the day that Target is a retail I will bet on. And the reason why I say that is because every major retail category needs to have one, not just one, but two big players. So whether it's Home Depot versus Lowe's or whether it's Albertsons versus Kroger, you still have these retailers that need a second competitor to drive that interest into the store. So I look for Walmart and Target to be head and head in 25 and 26. Target will get their merchandising business in shape, and I look forward to that as being one of the bright lights for 25.
Naveen, it's Karen. Thanks for being on today. So we know that shoppers did change during the pandemic, right? You had to e-commerce was the only way, really. Right. So do you think that that penetration has stabilized? Or, I mean, many retailers still think there's ways to go for e-commerce. But it sounds like you don't agree with that.
I think, look, the U.S. as a broad average number is about 22 to 23% online shopping. And that's not just pure play online. That's just basically shopping online. You may make your decision online and go pick it up at the store. I don't see that number moving much more towards 25 to 30 in the next 2 or 3 years. We, as a community of consumers in the U.S., still like to go into the store. And we saw that in 21. As soon as the doors started opening up, we saw the malls starting to get people back in the store. And at the end of the day, I think because we haven't eased to get to the store, unlike the urban environments that we see in Europe, in the U.S. for the most part, we can easily get to a parking lot, park our car, walk inside the store, and get what we want. And that ease of access and logistics to getting in the stores makes it easy for us to think about shopping. We're still a car community. Until we get in our car, move to the store, that's what drives our decisions to go to the store. I'm a big believer that the brick and mortar is the place where we will continue to shop.
Naveen, by the same token, so we heard what you like and we heard who's doing the right things. Who's doing the wrong things? And is it possible to turn those around? Or are we just watching that pinnacle, that pyramid get smaller and smaller at the top of the retail organizations that actually can figure it out or have figured it out?
I think the department store sector overall is the one that's having a hard time getting the consumer back in the store. And that's probably a lot to do with the fact that all the other retailers we've talked about, whether it's Walmart or Target and others, have done a better job of merchandising to get the quality product in their stores. So to me, whether it's a Kohl's, for example, or Nordstrom pivoting to Nordstrom Rack, I think to me that is an example of a retailer that said, we've given up on our name brand and moving towards the discount rack, which now to me says that they've essentially said that the average U.S. shopper will trade down to TJX and Walmart and Nordstrom Rack as opposed to trading up. And so basically now you have this barbell effect, which your previous speaker spoke of, where you have the luxury and the aspirational, they get the consumer, and the discount and value gets the other consumer. And as a result, the middle, the mighty middle, the JCPenney's of the world, Sears, Kmart's, those legacy retailers, they're just not getting the consumer anymore. That, to me, tells me that that department store sector is the one that's most vulnerable towards weakening as opposed to strengthening.